Okay, guys, here we are. Welcome to our KINSTRENGTH class. This is a 30-minute class today. We're going to focus on our osteoarticulation, which it just means we're going to do cards through that full body today. And we're going to really work into some segmentation of the back, doing some stretch overs. It's going to feel really good. So let's go ahead and start today by taking a nice deep breath, right? We're following along on a screen for this, which makes this a little bit harder. There's a couple times today where I want you to think about closing your eyes. It just gives you another visual template for how we move the body and how it feels as we stretch. Okay, bring the hands up. Bring the legs close. Take the hands up as high as you can. Open up your rib cage. Take a breath and imagine reaching for the sky. Open, open, open. Take a nice exhale. Pull the shoulders down in the pocket. Notice how the chest comes out. Now, pull the fingertips back and see if you can push the ceiling away with your flat hand. Push it up. Okay, now we're going to stay here with our breath for a full minute. So we're going to push against that ceiling. I know that sounds like a long time. It'll go by fast. And I want you to do a full little assessment here of the body. Push with the heel base of the palm of your hand. Push it up and then bring it back 1 inch behind. Feel the arch in your back. Take a nice deep breath. Pull the belly button into the spine and give me 3 little mini cat-cows. You're just tucking your pelvis under and then pressing back out. Don't move your hands. See if you can bring your elbows back by the hairs on your head, back by your ears, a little bit more. Reach those thumbs back. Lots of work here in that forearm to keep those hands back. Keep tucking. Almost there, 8 seconds. Tuck, now hold. Bend the knees softly. Press up a little bit more. Open up that rib cage. 3, 2, and 1, and come down. Oh, take all that tension out of the shoulders. Roll them back. Roll your hands around. Okay? All right. Now we're going to come into a nice little high knee march. Okay? We're going to start really gently here. So bring your feet in, and I want you to just start by pulling those knees up. And I want you to notice with your hands hanging down beside you, how you rock, what hip moves. And now I want you to think about when you step down, pushing into your big toe for 10 reps. Almost like the knees kind of pull in towards each other a little bit, right? Good. Now push into those middle toes a little bit more. Keep marching. Just notice how it changes just by pushing in and out on those toes. Now go to the pinky toe. It's like my face wants to follow the pinky toe because it just does its own thing. Yeah, good. All right. And then just come back to a nice neutral march. Let's start pumping the arms now. Okay, just a nice fluid motion here. And now I want you to think about pulling that belly button towards the spine a little. Dropping the shoulders, sinking down, and see if you can grow an inch from your shoulder to your ear. And then tuck that chin back a little bit like you're leaning, and maybe bring those knees up a little higher in front. Keep marching. Good. Now see if you can use the full base of your foot to step down. All the toes, all 5 parts of the foot reaching to the ground like you're stomping something with a flat foot. Keep your shoulders down. Good. Now let's get a little more vigorous and come up on those toes. Keep the heels up. Step, tap. Heels are up. We're into just those toes, just that top part. See how high you can march now in just the toes. Good. Almost done. Now we're going to come to the heels. Do the same thing in the heels. Low to start. Bend the knees. Good. Now pull up. A little bit slower. Drive through the heel when you step down and try to not let the toes touch. 15 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Take a break. Okay, good. Shake it all out, okay? Notice how that heart feels, moving around, getting some warmth. Okay, now let's take our hands behind our head. We go back into that open chest. Good. Take a nice inhale. Lift up that chest, okay? And with those hands, I want you to just pull the elbows in and out. Okay? Protract, retract, back and forth, in and out. The hands behind the head are really loose here, okay? You're just going back and forth. And then from here, I want you to support with those fingers right behind your ears a little bit, right here. And I want you to just lift your head up like you're lengthening it up, okay? Now, light fingers here, very light fingers, okay? Now just push the shoulder blade, push the elbows back, open up those shoulder blades, squeeze those shoulder blades, open up the pecs, and then pull back right to center. And go back and forth in that small little range there for 5 reps. Just back and then forward. And then back, keep that length through the neck. Forward, back, forward, back, forward. One more, back and forward. Good. Come down. Notice how that neck feels with those hands on that neck. Give it a nice little run around, nice little stretch. Good. Okay, we're going to take those arms out in the front. We're going to balance on those feet. They can be a little wider than the hips. Soft bend to the knee. Drop your shoulders down, palms flat out. Okay, just focus on the wrists. Pull the fingers up. Press the hands down. Go back and forth. 8 count. 2, 3, 4. Really stretch those fingers. 5, 6. Drop your shoulders. 7. Drop your shoulders. 8. Good. Now, without your shoulders moving and an elbow bent, see if you can make some circles with those wrists. Good. And the opposite way. 2 and 1. Good. Take your left hand, put it on your right forearm. Good. Now, do it again. Make the circle as big as possible. You can bring your hand closer to that wrist and make a nice big circle. And notice how isolating it helps you move it a little bit more, right? Good. You should feel that in the forearm, maybe in the outside part of that shoulder. Okay. Switch arms, other side. Nice big circle, round. And back. Good. Okay. Now we're going to do a little core work here. So we're just thinking about the core connected with that spine. We put a flat hand stretched out, and then a flat hand in the back like this. And I want you to just stand up, squeeze the glutes, extend out. So feel some strength here. Come back in. Extend out, come back in. Try not to lift your shoulders. Try to think about the underside part, doing the lift and stopping right here at your 90-degree or at your straight arm angle, 180 degrees. Okay. All right, here we go. 1, keep your fingers spread out. 2, pull in on that belly button, squeeze the glutes. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. Okay, now we're going to hold right here. Take your left hand, put it behind your back. Okay, and we're going to actually do some cat-cows here, some segmenting down. The reason we want the hand in the front, we want to softly bend the knees, but we want to feel some action here on that belly. So we want to tuck the pelvis, okay? So we're thinking about that coccyx here, right? Which I always say that name wrong, but the lower bones in your lower spine, okay? So you're going to push your hand towards that coccyx bone, and then you're going to tuck your chin, and I want you to just round forward. Try to keep your shoulders back and let the spine do the work. And then when you get to that full extension, you come back up and you open up and maybe a little micro bend back. Okay, do it again. Push in on the belly, squeeze the glutes. Round through the back. Try to keep your shoulders back. Rounding through that bottom part only. And then come back through. Good. 2 more. Breathe in. On the exhale, irradiate. Build the breath. Ha. Drop the shoulders. Keep the shoulders back as you pull in on that lower part of that spine, and then exhale, stand up. And maybe a little arch back. Last one, pull in. Keep the shoulders back. Use the lower part of the spine to do the work. And come back. Good. Shake it out. Wiggle it out. Notice how that shoulder felt with the hand back. Now we switch. Okay, 4 more. Roll it around for just a second. See where you're holding tension. See where you feel it, right? Good. Okay, now let's switch. Okay, opposite hand. Nice deep breath in. Big exhale. Pull the belly button to the spine. Drop the shoulders. Take a nice inhale. On the exhale, irradiate that breath. Same thing here. Shoulders stay back, chest stays out. Push in on that hand. Feel that lower back rounding. Tuck forward without the shoulders, just the back. And then extend back up and through. Maybe a little arch at the top. Relax, reset. Breathe in. Exhale. Squeeze the glutes. Pull the belly button to the spine. Keep pulling the belly button to the spine. Keep the shoulders back. Keep the shoulders back. And exhale back through. Those shoulders are coming forward, but you're not protracting them. You want to think about them in retraction, okay? Take a nice deep breath. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Pull in on that belly button. Just that lower back rounding. Tuck it under. And then come back. It's like your lower back only is doing that cat-cow. Last one. Breathe in. Exhale. Pull in. Round. Shoulders stay back. And then exhale back and through. And then you feel that arm. So come out, swing that arm, shake it around. Okay. All right. Next up, I'm just going to grab a quick sip of water here. Okay. Okay, next little movement pattern we're going to do is some butt kicks. Then we're going to move down to the mat, okay? So when we think of butt kicks, this is how we do them, right? We swing the body. We're like, woo-doo-doo, right? I want you to bring your feet in nice and close, okay? You're going to bring your hands out to the side. You're going to take a nice deep breath and stabilize here. And I want you to just bring one heel up. So you're keeping your knees as close together. Mine have to stay bent to protect my knee. And I'm just squeezing and pulling up. Okay, try to keep a dorsiflexed foot if you can. Okay, nice deep breath in. Here we go. Pull the belly button into the spine. Nice and tight. Squeeze the glutes. Softly bend the knees. Imagine you have a little block or a ball that you're squeezing in between the legs. Here we go. Kick back. Kick back. Kick back. Kick back. Stealth with the foot coming down. Try not to wiggle the hips. Super hard. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. Good. Now take your feet apart 1 inch. Bring your hands, stack them in the center. Okay, nice deep breath. Now do the same thing. Soft bend to the knees. Tuck the pelvis under. Take a nice deep breath. Keep the shoulders down. Now kick. Try not to do what I just did. Don't lift the hip. Try to stay close to that ground. Dorsiflex that foot as you come back and forth. A little bit harder for those knees, especially with a flexion and extension, different from hips and different from knees. 2 more. And 2. Okay. And I was rocking all over the place. Okay. Last one. Turn the feet out. Hands can be wherever you want them to be. You can swing them heart center, wherever they feel good. Now you're going to angle. So this is your classic butt kick, right? You're pulling your heel back, step down. But I want you to plant your foot and be very, like you're controlling the movement pattern top to bottom. 8 reps. Here we go. 1. Don't move the hip. 2. Yeah. 3. 4. 5. Keep those hips as stable as possible. 6. 7. 8. All right. Shake it out. Come back to center. Now we're going to do some figure 8s with the knees before we come to the ground. I want you to bring your legs as close as you can together. Okay, we're going to start small with the figure eights. I want you to make an infinity sign with your hands on your knees, nice and little soft. Okay, try to keep your shoulders down. Okay, try to let the knees do the work. Try to keep your hips shining towards me, even when you make that figure eight. Go the opposite way. Small little figure eights. One way might be harder than the other. Try to keep those feet together. If you feel a little movement in those knees, little sounds, little pulling, little movement, it's okay. It's just no peace, no pain. Okay, good. Now, keep the knees together. See if you can make that circle bigger. 8 more. So bend the knees down. Now the biggest, widest infinity you can make with those knees. Wide. Hips can come into it this time. Wide. Really push the knees out to the side. Get into the side rails of your foot as it goes out to the side. Out to the side. Out to the side. And then opposite way. That takes a second for the brain to think about, whatever is happening there. Side to side, side to side. One more to side. Good. Okay. Notice how the bottoms of the feet feel. Just walk around heel to toe. Okay. Notice how the knees feel. And then we're going to move down to the mat. Okay. We're going to come down all the way, working on, again, that coccyx extension all the way up through the cranium, all the way through the back spine. So we're going to start on the mat. And then we're going to move into some nice hip openers. So you want to bring down a block if you can. And you might want a band if you want to build a little bit of tension through that strength. Okay. All right, so we've got a good 10 minutes here down on the mat. Okay. Okay, so let's start on the back and let's put that block underneath the back. Okay, it can be a block or it can be your blue pad, whatever you have. If you have a yoga block, this works just fine. Okay. We're going to take a nice deep breath and we're going to bring our hands down to our side. Okay. When we're up like this, we feel that back already because the upper back, there's some space right between the block and your lower back on the mat. So what I want you to do is take your hands to your belly and I want you to do those 3 little like cat cows that we did standing right here. I want you to just tuck the pelvis. Your hips might come up a little bit and then arch back again. So it's as if you're doing a cat cow. Okay, but you're just doing it with that pad underneath your lower back to protect it. And you're not lifting those hips. You're just going back and forth. Nice pelvic tilt. Okay, into that lower back. Good. Now bring your hands up. Pull your shoulders down in the pockets. Wiggle your feet in a little bit closer. Make sure that back is on that block. Now do it again, but accentuate it a little bit, meaning make it a little bit bigger. Use your breath here. Hands are up, so it's going to be a little bit harder. Take a deep breath in. Big exhale. Tuck the pelvis. Maybe the hips lift a little. And then exhale back through. Tuck the pelvis, lift. Exhale back through. Tuck the tail, lift, squeeze those glutes at the top, and then back through. I'm barely lifting my hips off the ground. If not at all, they still feel connected to that yoga block. Good. Okay, now take a nice deep breath in. Come to a nice neutral spine. I want you to build about 50% of irradiation into the glutes and the hips. So you're going to squeeze everything. It's like there's 2 bricks pushing in from the side. You're squeezing, imagine you're squeezing something in between. Okay, now you're going to hold that tension and with your heel, slide your right leg out. Take a nice deep breath in, dorsiflex the foot, lift the foot off, bend the knee in slowly, and then set it back down by the foot. We're going to do that 4 times. Now, what's important here is we're not moving around in the body at all. So I want you to really pull the belly button to the spine, squeeze the glutes, lock the hips in on the side. Imagine somebody's pushing your hips together on the side. Deep breath in, okay? Everything's sturdy in the body. Irradiation to 50-60%. Slide the heel out with control, 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 control. Dorsiflex the foot as much as you can. Extend the leg up as high as you can. Pull the belly button to spine. Bend the knee in slowly, like it's making a nice little circle down right by that other leg. 3 more like that. Let's go fluid now. Nice and smooth. Breathe in, exhale, 60% irradiation. Squeeze the glutes, extend the leg, dorsiflex the foot, lift the leg with strength and control. Bend the knee in, scoop it in, and set it down. Exhale, slide right back out, slide out. Squeeze the glutes, extend the leg up. Bend the knee in, all the way in that big circle and come in. It's almost like the knee's reaching the chest. Extend out. Dorsiflex the foot. Lift the leg off nice and high. Bend the knee all the way in that circle and down. Relax. Okay, notice how it feels. Notice how your hip flexor feels, maybe your back. If you are feeling too much work in that lower back, take the pad out, come all the way to the mat. Okay, all right, nice deep breath. We're going to do 4 on the other side, same thing. Okay, shoulders down, head heavy, upper back heavy. Pull the belly button to the spine, squeeze the glutes. Imagine something's pushing on the outside of your hips in towards the midline. Good. Deep breath in. We slide the heel out of the left leg. Dorsiflex the foot. Pull those toes back towards you. Strong leg, strong glute. Lift the leg off. Bend the knee. Make a big circle. Come down and in. Exhale, inhale, slide out for 2. Deep breath in, dorsiflex. Squeeze the glute, lift the leg high, 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 higher than me. Bend the knee, nice big circle with that heel. Come back down. Exhale, inhale, back out for 3. Extend, lift off with control, control, up, high, extension. Bend the knee all the way in, big circle. Slide it back out. 1 more. Extend, extend, lift off. Squeeze, heel to the sky, bend the knee, circle, and in and down. Relax. Notice how the hips feel. Go side to side. Take a nice deep breath in. Okay, now we're going to come to a sitting, take the pad out, and we're going to come up to a sitting position. And what we want to do is, again, focus on a little bit of segmentation from the lower back. You might want to sit on a block, okay, to give you a little bit of height or a little bit of comfort for your bum. You want to be able to sit on your sits bones here, okay? And second thing is, your hands can be on your knees or they can be underneath your knees, okay? What we want to do here is pull the shoulder blades back so we're sitting up nice and tall with the spine, taller than me, okay? Lift the head up, shoulders drop down, and again, we're going to do 3 of those cat-cows where we just pull the belly button into the spine, we notice the rounding of the back, and then we come out and open up, shine that heart. And I just want you to go back and forth. 2, and exhale, open up. Just use that lower back. Pull in on the belly button, round, and then exhale back through. Good. Now extend your left leg. Bring your hands over your right leg so you're holding, okay? And now take a nice deep breath. Your foot is flat on the ground. Your right foot is flat on the ground. Push into your big toe just a little bit. Good. So you feel the tension on the inside part of the leg. Now I want you to do a little more accentuating of the rounding here. So we're going to tuck the chin and we're going to round the spine. Try to keep the shoulders down. And then exhale, lengthen through that spine, shoulders come back. Now try to push the big toe down and keep it down. So you feel that abduction in the leg there. Take a nice deep breath. Do 3 more. So tuck the chin, round through that back, push into the big toe, big toe, big toe. And then exhale, keep pushing into the big toe and lift. 2 more, just like that. Keep pushing into the big toe only. Breathe in. You can hold that knee as much as you need to. Tuck that chin all the way down and round. Exhale, come back up. 1 more. Breathe in. Tuck the chin. Drop the shoulders. Round through that lower back. Push through that big toe. Extend up. Nice. Now take that same leg, cross it over the opposite leg, and then take your hand and give a nice little rotation here. And look up and just breathe. Take a nice deep breath in. Find your hold with your hand. Find your position that feels okay for your shoulder. And just try to lengthen through that side a little bit. Sit up, deep breath in. 10 more seconds here. Breathe in. Exhale. Good. And now let's do that on the other side. Okay, so we hold that opposite leg. The opposite leg is out. Okay, we take a nice deep breath. We bend that knee in. Okay, this side's going to be harder for me. So I'm going to come up to more of a sitting position just because I can see my back already rounding. This is always an option to come up a little bit higher. Definitely showing for those who might have issues with that. Okay, so I'm sitting up a little bit higher here, and now my foot, I'm going to bend that knee, wrong leg, good. Okay, taking a nice deep breath, and now sitting up, I can do the same thing, but I don't force movement into my hip flexors. I can really focus on that lower back. So I'm tucking that knee in, I'm taking a nice deep breath in, I'm lengthening through the spine, sitting up in those sits bones nice and tall, and then I tuck that chin, and I round through that lower back like somebody's just coming up and punching my belly. And then I'm going to come back and give them another punch the other way with that belly, and then open up, shine that chest forward. 3 more. Nice and smooth here. Pull the belly button in, tuck the chin, keep the shoulders down, round through that lower back. Exhale back through. 2 more. Tuck the chin, shoulders down, pull in on the belly button, force through that lower back. Exhale through, keep the hips heavy on the mat, pulling down. Exhale, pull that chin down and through, and then exhale, come back through. Nice job. And then we cross that leg, we extend it out, and we cross that leg over that opposite. And then you can turn and sit up and extend and lengthen, rotate through that chest. Take a nice deep breath in and a big exhale. Sitting up nice and tall. And then exhale back through. All right, in our last one, we're going to use that band now. So again, you're sitting in a nice, comfortable position. Okay, option to be up if you want. Let's take those legs straight out in front. And then you're going to bend one knee in so that it kind of falls out to the side. And you're going to put the band around the opposite leg, opposite foot. And you want that band, we're going to stretch that outside leg, but we also are stretching the inside leg because it's turned out. So you want to feel some hip work in that leg that falls out, right? Okay, so try to dorsiflex the foot, find your sitting position. Just sit up nice and tall. Take a deep breath. Everybody's length is different here. Everybody's position is different here. It's all you. So just breathe in. Exhale, okay, lengthen through that spine, and then I want you to rotate over that leg that's at an angle, and I want you to walk your sternum down towards your big toe. and just walk down, pushing your hips back, lengthening through that spine. No rounding of the spine. Okay, yep. And then come back out. Don't hold it for too long. Come out. We're going to go down for 4 count, 6 count, 8 count on this side. Okay, deep breath in. This is our last big stretch. I want you to feel like you're getting a hip stretch here. You sit up nice and tall. Okay, the only thing pulling your shoulders forward is this band. Try to keep them back. Okay, breathe in. Exhale. Rotate. Hinge from the hips. Walk down. Try to keep your chest out. 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk back out. Sit up. Relax. Do it again. Breathe in. Sit up. Shoulders down. Hinge. Walk down. Hold. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Come out. Do it again. Sit up. Nice deep breath. Shoulders down. Hinge. Walk down. This is your hold. Let go into those hips. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Band comes off. Wiggle those hips back and forth. Notice where you held. Switch those legs. Let's do the other leg to finish. Okay, so nice deep breath in. Find that leg at an angle. Dorsiflex that foot. Bring that band over the foot. Take a nice inhale. Sit up. Try to relax that opposite hip and knee. Okay, we take a nice deep breath in. We exhale, we rotate, we walk down, we hold. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come out, come forward, sit up, relax, let go of that leg, loosen it up, loosen up that quad. Good. Breathe in, exhale, rotate, walk down. And here we go for 6. Pull those toes back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come up, forward. Ooh, one more big hold. Find your angle, find your heart, find your strength. Build, breathe in, exhale, rotate, shoulders back, hinge from those hips, walk down, best hold, last hold. 8, 7, 6, let go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Band comes off. Throw that band aside. Wiggle those hips side to side. Good. Little rocking to and from. And then make your way up. Whatever feels good. However you want to get there. Just come up and give me a nice big reach all the way to the sky. So reach up on those toes, spread those toes, those heels up to the sky, spread those toes, come down, take a nice exhale. Awesome job. Move all the way around. Great work in that lower back. That's probably where you're going to feel it today. Okay. On Thursday, we're going to move into some big shoulder work. So join for that if you can. Make sure you bring your toys with you. If you have any questions about this class or anything else that we're doing here, let me know. Great job, everybody. Have a good day.